Good morning, Facebook and Get Inspired. Michiana, thanks so much for watching. You are on Friday Morning Life Inspired, and we want to always thank, today first I want to say thank you to Jessie Weaver, who's our guest today. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
And we always want to thank Daryl Buchanan, because Daryl let us use his song, We Have Jesus. So thank you, Daryl, and Tish Pittman and Janet Pittman. If you like the song and you want to get it, it's available on darylbuchanan.net, and it is also available on iTunes, and we are also now streaming live on YouTube at the same time. They simulcast now, so that's kind of cool. So we thank TJ21 for all their great technology that they can do that with. Now, if you are watching Life Inspired for the very first time, I want to let you know that we're going to ask 3 questions to Jessie about how she's walking an inspired life. There's a backstory, and then some kind of turning point that got her towards a new mission, and then what's that new inspired life look like? So that's what we're going to ask you.
Great.
So tell us what you want to share about. What's a backstory before the turning point that you want to share about?
Well, I grew up in a Christian home. My parents are both very strong Christians, and they came from homes themselves that were very strong, faith-based. So we grew up going to church. We're very involved in a lot of the programs that were age appropriate at that time, and church really gave. We were homeschooled.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my mom homeschooled us, myself, kindergarten through freshman year of high school.
Wow.
And so church was very much a social outlet for me.
For sure.
And that kind of built a lot of that foundation, but family was really what made that faith and that relationship there. Like I said, my grandparents were very, very strong in the faith, and a lot of our meals revolved around that.
Right.
So that kind of laid a really great foundation for where faith went after high school.
Right. Okay. So, and then we know that you're a nurse now. Is there a turning point that pointed you toward nursing, or?
My grandpa was an emergency room physician.
Oh, wow.
And that really inspired me to pursue something in the medical field.
Okay.
He was such an instrument of hope for his patients that I really wanted to follow in his footsteps.
And this is your mom's?
My dad's dad.
Your dad's dad.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that's what he did. But your uncle is
And my
a
uncle's a
physician as well.
urologist, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it definitely runs in the family.
Right.
Right. But I was not good at biology, so I didn't go the medical route, and felt like nursing gave me more of that hands-on time at the bedside with my patients to really be more of an example of Christ to my patients.
Right, right.
So I went through the nursing program at Bethel College.
Great school, great program, right? So tell me, your dad and I have talked, and I don't know if everybody knows who your dad is, so we won't even mention, but your dad and I have talked about how you really do see your nursing as a ministry. You're not a church pastor, you're not a Sunday school teacher or whatever, but you feel like your current job that you're in is being the hands and feet of Jesus in the real world, and especially in in a hospital. It's like, people are going through a lot of hard stuff at the time.
Yeah.
So tell us, how did you come to that realization that that's what God wanted you to do?
I've always wanted to do nursing, and I feel like in the past maybe 18 months to 2 years, I have really felt like this is my ministry community. Going to Bethel, it really provided a holistic education and reinforced the importance of providing holistic care to your patient. And so it's really common for me to say, have you had a cough? When was your last bowel movement? Is there something I can pray for you with? And a lot of that, I have to kind of feel them out ahead of time, just because I know that religion and medicine are I have to tread on water there.
Right.
But once I kind of feel like this is something we can talk about, then that's been a really great opportunity to open up a lot of conversation. And I say the same prayer every night when I walk into my shift, that we deal with, we're a critical care step-down unit, so we have very sick patients and family that is really struggling with what's going on, and so I really try to recenter myself to being kingdom-minded when I'm at work.
Right. So I want to share, if it's okay. So I have a friend that ended up in your care. Oh, I'm going to get choked up when I tell the story. I was taking my friend to the hospital, not knowing what I was doing, and your dad happened to text me about something totally unrelated. Obviously, he didn't know I'm in the car with my friend. And he texted me about something else, and I said, I know I can call and pray with him, and he'll pray with me, and I don't know what I'm doing right now, and I need someone to pray with me. So I picked up the phone, and I called him instead of, obviously you're driving, you can't text back. So anyway, so I picked up the phone, and I called him, and I'm like, can you please pray with me and for me? I'm headed to the hospital, whatever, and I ended up heading to your hospital, which was crazy. Ended up spending quite a significant amount of time there, and when I called on about 48 hours from then to check on my friend, you had been the night nurse for her that night. And I just felt like this big hug from God that I knew God was taking care of my friend. I didn't have to take care of my friend. God was taking care of her by putting you right there for her. And I just thank you for that.
Yeah.
So I just
Absolutely.
want to thank you. So so we do ask a lot of people if they maybe we have people watching that are thinking about a career in nursing. Could they call, message you and have coffee with you?
Absolutely.
So if you're already in the nursing career or something, and you want to talk to Jessie about, hey, how can I be kingdom minded while I'm serving my patients? That's a thing you would talk about, right?
Absolutely.
And then if you're thinking about a career in nursing, I bet Jessie would meet with you for that.
Yes.
So yeah.
I love that.
And our mutual friend, you can message us here. We'll put you in contact, and y'all can chat. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate it so
Thanks
much.
for having me.
All right. So Facebook, if you know somebody else that needs to be on the red couch, message us that too. Have a great day. You guys have a good weekend. Bye.